on TMZ.
Okay, this is pretty shocking. So Simon Cowell says a couple once walked up to him and said,
"Would you judge us having sex? We'll pay you." Well, how much?
It was 150 grand.
It was 150 grand, yeah.
He said he thought about it.
he thought about it?
It's not a bad sort of reality competition show.
That's the show. Simon's the judge. America loves porn.
No, the triple X factor. It's right there. It's right there.
Bad news for Diddy. Cassie is very pregnant and about to hit the stand for his trial.
It is bad news for Diddy.
It looks so much worse for him. She was with Diddy for 11 years and she never wanted to have a family with him. That's how unhappy and unsafe she was. She's only been with Alex since 2019 and they are about to have 3 kids.
I think she looks like a recovered victim.
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez is explaining how she broke the news of her divorce to her children because her kids were close to Ben Affleck's kids. So the way she broke it to them was by saying, "I promise you, I'm going to come out of this stronger and better." The way she let them know was by saying, "I'm going to be okay."
If you're breaking it to the kids, it should be about them, not you.
I'm sure she threw in like a, "you'll be fine too." She must have.
I spoke to Grammy Award-winning Christian rapper LRae.
Surely God would be down with what you do.
I would say so, yes, absolutely.
You didn't ask him about the Pope?
That would have been a good one.
I was thinking all morning about this Pope vote because the black smoke has come up twice now. How do you campaign for Pope?
White smoke.
Oh, white smoke?
White smoke? They picked one.
No, that's coming out of your car.
Life. It's a beautiful miracle that everyone cherishes. Unless they're on trial for a lot of horrible stuff, in which case it's probably not so great.
So, bad news for Diddy. Cassie is very pregnant and about to hit the stand for his trial.
It is bad news for Diddy.
Everyone believes a pregnant lady.
Actually, over 2,000 babies are born to incarcerated women annually, but why let facts get in the way of a dumb and incorrect statement? Point is, Cassie being all full of baby could mitigate Diddy's argument a smidge.
What Diddy is arguing is, look, he's a swinger, she's a swinger, and this was their life. This was their relationship. And it's gonna feel like a huge leap when you see this pregnant, very pregnant woman.
Because their narrative is likely gonna be, yeah, I was doing that, but only because I feared I couldn't leave.
I was coerced, I was forced.
And what if Cassie not only gives testimony, but also gives birth?
If you're Diddy's lawyer and you're cross-examining her, it would be a fiasco if you get her upset to a point where she goes into labor.
Yeah, if her water breaks while she's on the stand.
Jason, you're laughing, but that could happen.
He's laughing because it's so stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's not stupid, but then again, Cassie looks pretty preggers.
If she was 6 months in February, we're in May now. This is 9 months.
So she may be ready to pop.
We're still crunching the numbers, but 9 is the typical amount of months a baby is inside a lady, yes. So, see you in court, Cassie, and also Cassie's baby if it happens to make an appearance.
Celtics legend Paul Pierce having a long commute to work today because he's walking.
I'm way out here.
So the Knicks won Game 1 of the NBA playoffs against his Boston team. Paul says on television on his FS1 show Speak.
If the Celtics lose Game 2 at home, I promise you, I'm walking here tomorrow. I'm walking here.
Why you gotta do that? Wait a minute.
I'm walking here 15 miles in my robe.
So turns out he thought it was 50 miles. He then puts up a map. After the Knicks win Game 2, they come back again from 20 points down, win in thrilling fashion. It's a 20.2-mile walk. He put up the
Oh my God.
I can't believe this. Celtics got me out here like this, dog. I'm really walking out here like this.
We're trying to find him.
Is he still walking?
Look at him, an hour ago.
So I'm about like 4 miles in right now. So I think I got like another 16 miles.
This is a teachable moment. Do not bet against the Knicks, right?
Don't bet against Brunson.
This is crazy, dog. I can't believe this.
And now, America's Got Talent in the bedroom, starring professional judge Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell was on a podcast called How to Fail with Elizabeth Day, and he was asked if people come up to him like on the streets and what they say to him.
People used to ask me to be rude to them. Will you be rude to me? And I'm like, no.
That's rude. So mission accomplished. But Simon also talked about the craziest thing anyone's ever asked him.
I was in a restaurant and this guy comes up to me and he said, this is my wife, nice to meet you. Would you judge us having sex? I'm like, are you winding me up? They went, no, we'll pay you.
And it was a lot of money.
It was 150 grand.
It was 150 grand, yeah.
So what'd he do with the money? Kidding! Or are we?
He said he thought about it.
He thought about it?
I thought, do I? No, I just can't do it.
It's okay, Simon. It happens to a lot of guys. But how great would that have been?
Could he like tap in for like an extra like bonus round if you make it?
Give them the golden buzzer.
Try a different place.
Her moans were a little pitchy.
You're flat.
You're flat.
That was utterly pathetic. The style you chose was insulting to dogs. What do you think, Howie?
It's not a bad sort of reality competition show to start with 100 random Americans and then you whittle it down.
America loves porn.
No, the triple X factor, it's right there. It's right there.
Damn, that's way better than what we had. Thanks, Simon. We've got your next judging show lined up.
No, I just can't do it.
Kylie Jenner and Timothee Chalamet have made it red carpet official. For the first time, they were seen on the red carpet together.
What do they need to be red carpet official? We know they're dating.
Well, you know, they've done events together.
Well, you know they're dating.
I know, but usually celebrities don't want to do the red carpet thing because they don't want that to be in the Google searches.
Who cares they're on a red carpet?
What was the carpet that they went?
They went to the 70th annual David D. Donatello Awards in Rome.
He was being honored there.
I think showing up together is like a sign that says, we're in this together,
But
this
they
is
know,
a serious
we know they're in it
relationship.
together.
Yeah, but we made such a big deal about Zendaya and Tom Holland don't do the carpet together, right? So if they did, it'd be a big deal.
I don't care. Well, I seen them making out at the Lakers game.
All I know is Kylie Jenner looks so sexy.
She actually does look very good.
How's Paul Pierce doing? Pierce update.
I'm out. I'm halfway there. Hey, man, you be careful out here, man. All right, dog.
TMZ Pop Quiz. How did J-Lo tell her children she and Ben Affleck were getting divorced?
She sang it.
No, but if she did, it would have sounded like this. Me, 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 me.
So the way she broke it to them was by saying, I promise you, I'm going to come out of this stronger and better. Yeah, so the way she let them know was by saying, I'm gonna be okay.
Mama's gonna be just all right.
Yep, J-Lo did an interview with El País and talked about her really tough year, aka divorcing Ben, and said,
I'm happier that I'm a step further along than I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I'm proud of myself for that, and I'm proud that I was able to navigate my children through difficult times.
So, sounds like it was a good thing she told her kids she'd be stronger and better after Ben, right?
Your kids get worried about you.
But you're going to the kids. You want to say you're going to be okay.
Especially because the twins are so close with Ben and his kids.
She's been through this a couple of times, right? And they've watched her go through it a couple of times. So the full context is they may have been worried about her in
I'm
the
sure
past.
they were.
So that's why she said to them, I'm gonna be okay.
If you're breaking it to the kids, it should be about them, not you. Yeah, you can at a point say me, but when you're breaking it to the kids, where they had Mark Anthony, and then A-Rod, and now Ben, I mean, they're gonna be upset.
I'm sure she threw in like a you'll be fine too.
Next time, throw in a puppy as well. They make everyone forget about divorce. Bye, J-Lo.
In the history of TMZ, I think this might be the thirstiest video ever posted.
Well, then that's
Is
something.
that possible?
This is out of control.
Sam Asgaris, shirtless, working out, jump roping in loose sweatpants. Wait, where's the video? Where's the video?
Oh, come on, bro! Come on! Oh, my God!
He didn't even need the rope, really. He could just...
There's never been a bigger thirst trap than this.
I happened to watch it this morning.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
I thought you were never going to deliver, and you did.
I know. Number one.
Not an oversell. It's
Dude, this video is a minute long. It could have been like 10 seconds.
Coming up,
Drake's record label is now blasting Drake for even bringing up Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance in their ongoing defamation suit. UMG says Kendrick didn't even sing that lyric.
Which is true.
The audience, however, they certainly filled in the lyric.
Plus,
Lea Michele from Glee can read.
Give me the, I'm reading that.
So this has been a long-standing rumor that she can't read.
This triggers me.
Why?
Because when Charles and I do TMZ Live, they're like, no, you don't read. Charles will read.
Because we don't have a big enough font on the monitor for you. That's why.
coming up.
Barry Keoghan was on Jimmy Kimmel. He's playing Ringo Starr for the Beatles biopic.
He played the drums for me. He asked me to play, but I wasn't playing the drums for him.
Be right back.
And now it's TMZ Rumor Busters. Today's episode, Me No Read Good with Lea Michele.
For everyone who thinks that I can't read, like I was on the debate team. I mean, I would like write speeches.
That's the Glee star talking about the rumor that began in 2015 that she can't read. But turns out she's a regular LeVar Burton, and she proved her literacy on the Therapist podcast by reading the host's note cards with questions from fans.
Give me the, I'm reading them.
I'm sick,
I'm sick. Okay, ready? I placed first in my debate competition and qualified for nationals. What does this word say? But after seeing the score sheets, I don't think I actually won.
Well, there you have it. She can read.
Hold on, can we see the card?
We don't see the card.
How do we know that she's actually reading what's on the card?
And how do we know she didn't memorize them beforehand?
Oh, please, that's not what's happening, right, Lea?
I have photographic memory too.
Okay. Yeah, you're not helping your cause here.
This triggers me.
Why?
It triggers me when Charles and I do TMZ Live. They're like, no, you don't read. Charles will read.
Because we don't have a big enough font on the monitor for you.
So don't worry, Lea. There are definitely worse things than people thinking you can't read.
But the whole can't read thing was basically just because people didn't like her.
See? Catch you at the library, Lea. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It's wild.
It's wild.
It's really wild.
Barry Keoghan was on Jimmy Kimmel. He was talking about his first time meeting Ringo, since we know that he's playing Ringo Starr for the Beatles biopic.
Yeah, I met him at his house, and he played the drums for me.
He did. And Ringo said, hey, Barry, you're playing me. Why don't you play drums for me now?
That'd be intimidating.
He should, because now he's got Timothee Chalamet to contend with, who sang.
You're gonna be disappointed.
He asked me to play, but I wasn't playing the drums for Ringo.
I wouldn't be able to do it either.
But what's he doing in the biopic? Don't you learn it?
He's not ready to play yet.
Like, imagine you start drumming, and then Ringo's like, this kid's not good.
Yeah, yikes. He has 3 years to learn. The movies aren't coming out till 2028.
What I want to see is what version of the Beatles they do.
Oh.
What era? And not even era. There's just so many different stories about them.
I hope they cover the scene. Remember a few years ago they said they all masturbate in front of each other?
Yeah.
I hope they do that scene in the movie.
Oh, White Lotus.
Yeah.
I wish you never saw White Lotus.
I wasn't playing the drums for Ringo.
Hey, remember when Kendrick Lamar called Drake a certified pedophile at the Super Bowl? No? Neither do we! And that's precisely why Universal Music Group is now asking the court to dismiss Drake's lawsuit.
Drake's record label is now blasting Drake for even bringing up Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance in their ongoing defamation suit. UMG says Kendrick didn't even sing that lyric.
Which is true.
Certified lover boy, certified.
The massive Super Bowl crowd, they certainly filled in the lyric.
That's not on Kendrick.
But Drake's lawyers could argue by that point everyone knew the freaking song and could infer what Kendrick was saying. But wait, UMG ain't done yet.
They say, Drake, do you remember 3 years ago you signed this public petition where you criticized prosecutors for using rap lyrics as evidence to build cases against people? In signing that petition, you acknowledged that rap lyrics aren't real. They're sort of hyperbole.
What they were saying years ago is that it can't be used to prove guilt. Here, they're claiming that the rap lyric itself was defamatory. It's very different.
Drake, in his Heart Part 6, accused Kendrick of being a wife beater.
The difference is that, and Drake would say the Heart Part 6 didn't become a huge hit.
Objection, that's too embarrassing to bring up in court.
If you enter into like an official rap battle like these two did, then you can't be like upset about what comes next.
So as long as it's just a rap battle, you can say whatever you want.
Yes.
That's just not right.
I'm not saying this to be funny, but if there were a lyric like Kendrick always has to have it his way, he killed John Bonet.
Oh. Jesus, Harvey.
You could sue for that.
That was not bad, actually. That's the best rap you've ever done.
I won the rap battle.
Not really. Anyway, Drake, might be time to let this one go. Yeah, no, he's not gonna let this one go.
Hey, LRae, it's good to see you, man. Sure. I spoke to Grammy Award-winning Christian rapper, LRae. He's actually a big deal. He's won a couple of Grammys. He's like friends with Kendrick. I said, were you always into rap growing up?
Absolutely.
And you're in the church as well?
No. I didn't become a Christian until I was an adult. Like I couldn't fix myself. So I needed God to come and do the work in me.
You didn't ask him about the Pope?
That would have been a good one.
I was thinking all morning about this Pope vote.
Right.
How do you campaign for Pope? If there are 3 cardinals, they're all gonna try to show they have a real connection to God. So are they like,
oh, they're like falling out and things
that's right.
like that?
I mean, what do they do to move the needle?
You do it as a reality show, like a reality competition show, and they have to like race against each other.
America's Next Pope.
Yeah. White smoke.
White smoke? What?
No, that's coming out of your car.
Wait, they did choose a pope.
We made it happen.
They did it just to shut us up.
Thank you so much, LRae.
Coming up.
Patricia Clarkson turns out to be a cougar on the prowl.
He is handsome.
He's not just handsome, he's beautiful.
He's very good looking.
Yes.
Is a woman a cougar defined by her age or the age of the person who's looking at her?
Like you don't know.
Where can you see huge stars in Hollywood? No, not the planetarium, that's for nerds. We mean the TMZ Celebrity Tour, where we've seen huge stars like Kevin Hart, Rihanna, Ben Affleck, The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, Lizzo, Lady Gaga, Ryan Seacrest, and Jamie Foxx. You'll learn the secrets of the city and see Hollywood as only TMZ can show you. Buses depart daily from the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood, so head to TMZTour.com and book your tickets for the TMZ Celebrity Tour.
No, I'm so glad there's unattractive waiters.
I know. I knew you were going to say find it.
Patricia Clarkson, she's an Oscar nominee, has won a couple Emmys. She is also, turns out to be a cougar on the prowl.
He is handsome.
He's not just handsome, he's beautiful.
He's very good looking.
Yes.
She's 65 years old, and she was doing a podcast with Jesse Tyler Ferguson's podcast, and the waiter comes over, and the waiter is very handsome.
What's your name?
My name's Nick.
Hi, Nick. I'm Patty.
Patty, so
it's so nice to meet you. Really, really nice to meet you.
Is a woman a cougar defined by her age or the age of the person who's looking at her?
No, age. There are 2 conditions you must meet. You either need to be 40 plus years old, and you've got to be dating a younger man.
But, oh, hold on, a significantly younger man.
Significantly younger, yeah. No, it doesn't have to be young objectively.
The internet says it has to be a 10 to 15 year age gap.
You are wrong. Judi Dench dating me would be a cougar move.
Judi Dench would rather die alone than date you.
I like it.
Mommy wants to take you on a red eye tonight.
Coming up.
Ellen DeGeneres is giving us a little peek into retirement. She's got her weed whacker out. She's feeding her chicken.
I am so jealous of her.
You would keel over and die if you had to do this.
This is fun.
You wouldn't last a weekend.
Ow. These things are sharp even through the gloves.
Ellen DeGeneres is giving us a little peek into retirement. She posted this video and she said, "Some people have a dream of becoming a farmer. Clearly our dream was to become a landscape maintenance crew with a little farming on the side." She's got her weed whacker out. She's feeding her chicken.
You're funny when you run.
I am so jealous of her.
She's basically doing yard work.
So, Martha Stewart says gardening is spiritual.
You would keel over and die if you had to do this.
This is fun.
You wouldn't last a weekend.
No.
A lot of people could and would love that, but you only think you would.
You don't know me.
If you were Ellen, you'd be like, oh, these chickens are laying eggs. I could open a store to sell these eggs. I can franchise the store. I can start a show about starting a franchise to sell the eggs.
You'll be doing Cotswold Live by week 3. Dude.
Cotswold Sports.
Yeah.
Charles here.
Ow.